A Valley couple who admitted to killing a young mother and her 3-week-old baby has learned their punishment. Action News reporter Gabe Ferris was in the courtroom today as the end of this tragic case unfolded.
A complicated and deadly family drama that unraveled in Fresno courtrooms for years, coming to an end Wednesday.
I would have to say that this is a complete family tragedy.
A judge sentencing Ureli Soloro Rivera for 2 counts of murder. At just 25, she's now set to spend 2 life sentences in prison.
She made a deal with the state, and the court's going to follow through with that state, and she avoided a potential death penalty.
Prosecutors say in 2022, Solorio Rivera shot and killed her 18-year-old sister Yaneli and then her sister's infant daughter, who was just 3 weeks old. Solorio Rivera's attorney telling us she reached a breaking point after Yaneli threatened her own kids.
And she's not such an evil, cold killer. This was done out of love for her children, for the safety of her children.
But investigators have long painted a much different picture. They say the woman was filled with jealousy toward her sister and the newborn and worked with her boyfriend, Martin Arroyo Morales, to plan the murders. He will now serve 22 years for voluntary manslaughter.
They confessed to the crime and led detectives to the whereabouts of the murder weapon.
With the victim's family also being the defendant's family, a striking moment in court as Solorio Rivera's father showed up to support her.
El juez y la fiscal, yo creo.
I come here to accompany my daughter today.
The father putting the blame squarely on the boyfriend.
Cuando el culpable está aquí.
I believe that you are making the wrong decision, you and the DA, when they want to send my daughter for life to jail when he is the one guilty of all of this.
There was nobody in court to speak on behalf of the 2 young victims, the 2 defendants never saying a word.
Does your client have any remorse for what happened?
Yes, she has remorse. She's very sorry. She knows she could have done better.
And with this case never going to trial, much of the evidence will be sealed. The end of it all coming nearly 3 years and 1 month to the day since the murders. Reporting in downtown Fresno, Gabe Ferris, ABC 30 Action News.
Alrighty, man. This one right here is just damn crazy. I don't even have that much to say about this one. Like, I do got things to say. I just can't believe what the hell I just fucking heard. So, I'm trying to make sure I understand it. So, her older sister shoots and kills her younger sister and her fucking child out of protection of her child. Out of protection of her younger sister's child. That does not make no damn sense to me. Right there. I'm sorry, attorney. I don't know if it's because he's not really good at articulating himself pretty well in the English language or whatever like that. But he sounded pretty damn silly. But even then, her fucking father is even fucking worse for sitting there trying to defend his motherfucking daughter. Like, what? That doesn't make no motherfucking sense. Why the fuck would you sit there and defend your fucking daughter who literally shot and killed her sister and her fucking niece? That don't even make no fucking sense. And I want to just say this. Jealousy, that's just an emotion, okay? I get it. People do things when they're fucking jealous. But, bro, there's a difference between being jealous and just being flat out fucking insane and hateful. That's what the fuck it is. That wasn't jealousy. That was just straight up hateful. She clearly has some sort of hatred towards her fucking sister. There's gotta be more to that story, man. It's gotta be. It's gotta be more to that goddamn story. Because that right there doesn't make no fucking sense. And if father wants to sit there and say, oh, she's not the one that's bad, it's her boyfriend. Wrong. Your fucking daughter shot and killed her younger sister. She was the one that committed the murder. Man's road, the intent to commit a crime. If anything, her boyfriend he falls under aiding and abetting. Now, they did apparently admit it to it and probably took some sort of plea deal or whatever like that to get like a lesser fucking charge. But in the fucking court of law, yeah, she is the greater evil than the other fucking idiot there. He's just an idiot for sitting there fucking assisting her. Like, honestly, if my girlfriend would have said some shit like that, I would have tried to talk her out of it first. I'll try to talk her out that bullshit. If that don't work, hey, I'm calling the motherfucking cops. Your ass getting some motherfucking mental help, bro. You getting some goddamn psychological help. You ain't doing that wild ass shit around me. Nah, son. Better yet, I would just leave the person. Fuck all that. I'm not even trying to get involved in no wild shit like that. Cause nah, son. Nah. And I get it. You know, she was what, 25? That happened like 3 years ago, whatever like that. She was probably around 22, 23, 21 or whatever. So she was pretty young. You know, she was pretty young. We all make mistakes when we're young. Okay? I'm not going to sit there and say I didn't make mistakes when I was young. I made mistakes when I was young too. You know. But you got to, when you make mistakes like that, you got to suffer the consequences, man. You got to suffer the consequences. You have to get, you got to get the consequences, man. You got to play the cards you dealt. Okay? No. You got to get what you gave out, man. Because that's just the bottom line. And that's just really the bottom line right there. You know. I mean, like I said, I don't know the full story. I'm pretty sure there was more to that. You know. But, and if she was saying mean things to her niece or whatever like that, you couldn't fucking fight her? You couldn't call CPS or have some CPS investigate her or something like that? You had to kill her and then you had to kill your freaking niece? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're doing all that to protect your niece, that story doesn't have that much logic to it. It really doesn't. I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it. Like I said, I feel like there's gotta be more to that story. If you want to try like make up your claim or whatever like that, you gotta have some sort of evidence to back it up. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I'm viewing it. Now, mind you, I'm not trying to be that aggressive or whatever like that, because like I said, that person was young. You know, she was young. Her sister was young. You know, now if she was like 26 or 27 or something like that, like if she would have committed the crime when she was 26 or 27, yeah, I would have went all out. But like I said, they were young, you know. They were young, full of emotions, you know. And, you know, at least like when people in the early adult years, at least with me, I had problems processing and handling my emotions. You know what I mean? I've never done no crazy shit like that, though. I never, like, committed murder or anything like that. But, you know, I got into a couple of little fights or whatever like that, you know. I made a couple of mistakes, you know. So I can understand her from that perspective, you know. You was feeling emotional. You wasn't in your right state of mind. I can understand that. But killing your fucking 3-week-old freaking niece, that's where I was kind of confused at. That's what really pissed me the fuck off. Okay, that child was innocent. If you wanted to do all that shit to protect her, why would you fucking kill her? Why would you kill your fucking niece? Like, what was the point of you doing it? And for your boyfriend, for her boyfriend, dog, you ain't a real man. I'm sorry, you not a real man. When your woman do some shit like that, you gotta put her ass in fucking check. When she plan on doing shit like that, you have to put her ass in check or you leave her. Put her ass in check, call the police on her, or you fucking leave her. Or you do all three. You don't sit there and fucking assist your goddamn girlfriend to doing shit like that. That lets me know both of y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Both of you motherfuckers were. Because that's fucking crazy as hell. How can you do that to your own fucking family? That's the crazy part. If it was a random fucking dude or like your, you know, best friend, I mean, but then again though, I wouldn't do that to my homeboys either. But I don't know. This is just fucking insane, and it doesn't really fucking, all these things don't really fucking add up. Now the jealousy part, I can understand that one. I kind of if it does turn out to be true, I agree with them on that one. I don't really believe what these damn detectives and all that shit be saying, because at least when I experienced them, they tend to just, when they investigate things, they try to investigate, they only investigate things for one angle. They don't try to investigate both sides. They try to just investigate things for one fucking angle. You know what I mean? That's the way, that's my opinion about law enforcement. When they come down to do their investigations, when they only have a lead on something, when they have like a lead or whatever like that, they will strictly just do their investigation off that one particular angle alone. And most of the time, when they ask you to try to look at things from a different angle, half of the damn cases either go fucking cold, or they'll just have to like do the investigation all over again, if that makes sense. So that's my opinion on law enforcement. I don't really like law enforcement in general, honestly. Quite honestly, that's just me. So, yeah. But, yeah, this is just fucking insane, dog. Like, really? Like, y'all gotta think before y'all do things, man. Because y'all don't be understanding, like, when y'all do things, y'all affect people's lives. You know, you affect people's lives when you do shit like that. You know, you affect people's lives, and now people are looking at you now. You got your name on the news. They got pictures of you. You're going to be known for doing this damn thing. And that's crazy. That's going to be your legacy. Right there. That is your legacy. Unless you turn around and do some Superman shit and like save a whole bunch of people from a burning building or whatever like that. Then people may forgive you, but dog, the odds of that happening is like the odds of me finding $1 billion on the fucking ground. You know. But, man, that's all I'm going to say about this, man. I've been taking a break because I be working, and so I be tired after work. I'm not going to lie. I've been doing a little bit of construction work recently, and so I've been tired. And so, yeah, I apologize for that. I'm going to try to, like, get back onto my stuff, but right now I'm just trying to do my thing right now, y'all. I'm doing my thing right now. But yeah, this is just sad, man. This is very sad. You know, my condolences goes out to that person's family, and hopefully for her sister and her boyfriend, I hope y'all fucking learn from this, because you guys are gonna have to deal with this for the rest of y'all lives. That action y'all did, y'all are going to have to think on that and reflect on that for the rest of your lives. Because when it's time for you to get judged, when you go in front of God and it's time for you to be judged, He's going to bring up that incident right there. He's going to bring up that incident. And whatever judgment He gives y'all, man, hey, y'all kind of did that to yourselves. But, that's all I'm going to say about this, man. This is just very tragic, man. Very tragic indeed. Yeah, this, for my young people out there, man, y'all got to be smarter with what y'all do things. Don't try not to react on emotions. At least don't do crazy shit like that when you're emotional. Okay? You have an issue with somebody, whoop their ass. Whoop their ass, okay? Whoop their damn ass. If you have an issue with them, try to whoop their ass, call them out or whatever like that. Better yet, why didn't she just leave the fucking house? I just realized that too. You had a whole boyfriend. Why didn't she just leave the damn house? Like what? Let your sister deal with her own fucking issues. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, she could have just called CPS. You know, let them know what the word is, you know, have them do their investigation or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your younger sister would have been pissed and probably kicked you out or whatever like that, but at least you tried to do something. At least it's there on a record, that's a record, and she might be potentially be put on their little radar or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You don't have to do crazy ass shit like this, man. You don't gotta do crazy ass shit like this, but, yeah. That's pretty much all I gotta say about this, man. This one right here, yeah, my mind was completely, yeah, this right here kind of threw my mind a couple of circles when I first heard it. Because I had to play this, like, at least like 6 or 7 times just so I can at least make sure I heard every goddamn thing correctly before I spoke on it. Because I was like, what? And I sat there and I had to play it a couple more times just to try to make sure that my mind is processing this very well. But, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this, man. Yeah, man, I'm out of here, y'all. Your dog Will Snell, I'm out of here. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. That's all I got to say about this, man. This is just tragic, man. Straight up tragic.